Well, the attempts at re-educating me seem to have been, they're not working. They're probably going to have to send me back out to the countryside to learn the other way pretty soon. I'm just joking. Welcome to the underground, you rebel scum. This is the American Expat sitting in my car. I've been debating today about changing the way that I do this program, if you want to call it that. Boy, that sounds awfully polished or clean or something. This isn't exactly a program. It's just, you've seen if you've been following this particular channel for any length of time, the regularity with which I have been uploading as of, the past year or however long the channel's existed. Yeah, it's been hit or miss. But I'm planning on changing that. But I in order to do that and to make it actually sound good, because, let's face it, right now it's just me sitting here talking to the camera. And, it doesn't always sound all that great. I'd like it to sound better. Maybe more people would be interested in what I had to say if I sounded better, which requires, like writing out my thoughts, that sort of thing. So I'm thinking of doing that. Now, I know some of you are like, whoa, hold on a second here. What are you doing? Don't do something like that. No, trust me. Well, actually, we'll have to see. Maybe don't ever trust. Well, you can trust me, I think. Let's face it, you guys, never mind. Like I said, the frequency with which I have uploaded says otherwise, but I promise I'm trustworthy. Anyway, I've been thinking about doing that. Not that it's going to go anywhere based on the track record here. They, again, the reprogramming that they tried to push on me with the other channel that I had seems to be falling apart, and pretty soon I'm going to have to be purged again. Not purged. I never got canceled. I never had any of that happen. I didn't do anything bad. Don't worry. I just happened to be in China when the whole sickness was going around, in 2019. And I guess I talked about what I was seeing, and that turned out to be a bad thing. So, yeah, my Google doesn't like that when you do things that they don't tell you you're not supposed to do, but they don't want you to do it anyway. And that's happened on this channel. Really just rambling here, It's frustrating. It's frustrating. So the Charlie Kirk thing happened. I shared my thoughts and my feelings about that. And the video started to get a lot of views. There was a moment there where it was getting like 300 views an hour. And then it just got turned off. And it may have had something to do with the video that I posted after, talking about persecution and animosity toward Christians in the United States. I'm not even going to bother censoring myself here because, let's face it, that's what it is, There's a group of people out there that have some real problems. Christians aren't going around. Okay, there's some. That's a big group. Let's face it, there's going to be some people that go around thinking about what other people are doing. For the most part, Christians aren't going around thinking about trans anything or any of that stuff. They're focused on trying to be the best person that they can be. And yes, they do try to help their neighbor and do things for their neighbor, but that doesn't involve necessarily condemning their neighbor. Where am I going with this? You know what I mean. You picture to yourself Ned Flanders, because this is like the epitome of what people think of when they think of these Christian types. Can you imagine? I've never seen on The Simpsons Ned Flanders coming out with signs condemning any group of people. Maybe I'm wrong. But I grew up watching The Simpsons. Maybe something's changed. I don't think so. But Ned Flanders, is he really someone that you want to take on, that you want to take out to dinner? Something like, I have to be careful what I say here. I don't even know. It's all arbitrary, right? Google and YouTube, that you say something that you think is perfectly fine and they'll shut you down for it. I'm not calling for any sort of craziness, obviously, if you've been listening to what I've been saying, but you know what I mean. Ned Flanders is not a threat. Ned Flanders isn't coming to get you, if that makes any sense. It's funny. I know he's supposed to be the annoying neighbor, but a lot of people like Ned Flanders. Anyway, yeah. I don't know what else to say about it. But yeah, I'm thinking of taking on a different format. I'll probably still do this when I feel like, just talking to the camera. Just pop it down on the dash of the car and say a few things. because that's what this channel is for, I think. This, yeah, it is. See, this is how random it is. Anyway, I've got to get back to it. Things to be done, work to be done. But yeah, I'm glad any of you who are actually finding the videos at this point, I'm glad you're here. Make sure you leave your comments down below. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. Isn't that what they always say? Like and subscribe. Well, you know, do us a favor, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. And hopefully the stuff that I put together is good. But yeah, I'll leave it at that. I'll see you guys in the next one.
ไฟพะวงหลงเฝ้าสาวเจ้าบางประกงทางห้วยงงหลงเก้อหาโอเวรกรรมจำพรากจาก